Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are putting on a new 379 style stainless grill surround grill with 9 grill bars, new 12 gauge bumper, and some brackets, a few more watermelon lights on this 389 behind me. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys a little bit on this truck and explain why we're putting all this on there. And then we're gonna start taking this thing apart and give her a little facelift. So this is a really cool flat top 389. It's a Johnathan Mills trucking, and red on red with a lot of chrome. Looks super sharp. He got backed into in a parking lot with a trailer, and it bent the grill surround up a little bit and got his bumper pretty good. So since we're gonna go ahead and fix it, he said, hey, you know what, I'll spend a little extra money and let's buy the stainless grill surround and we'll put that on there, and then we're gonna go with the 12 gauge bumper, which I think looks nicer than just the straight 90 because it's got the roll into it. Kind of give the truck a little facelift. It's already a really awesome looking truck, but when we get done, this grill surround and everything, things gonna look super sharp. Okay, so headlights, bumper, front fender braces, all that stuff is off. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is actually kind of nice. We've had trucks come in and we've had to do work on that someone else has messed with. This one's been put together with the right way, which doesn't happen all the time. They actually did weather pack plugs for the bumper lights, so it just unplugged no problem. And even on this fender light, they actually ran it, which I thought was pretty neat. They went right under here and fished it up to the top and came out right there. A lot of times we see guys they'll run the thing up here and have it screwed in and go across or whatever, but this was done really well. When we get done with it, we did have to cut these off, but we're gonna probably put a plug on it, I think. That way, if he's ever got to take the headlights or something off, you're not messing with any plugs. You can just unplug it like his other stuff is. And now I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna cut this grill out first. That way I can go up inside here, and then I'm gonna start cutting all the hucks out around the inside of the hood, get this grill surround off, and then we'll start putting the new grill surround on. But it's pretty cool when you get to work on something that was put together kind of the right way and not the wrong way. It comes apart nice and easy. No weird guesswork or nothing. Yep, we cut the grill shell out. That was a lot of fun. I only had like 2 of those stupid little wheels blow up on me, which, yeah, whatever. So she's out. We cleaned up our mess, and we're gonna come back in the morning, and then we will start putting in the grill surround and the grill and the bumper and the supports and all that. We'll get it knocked out tomorrow, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll. But for real, if you're gonna use those stupid little wheels, like, wear safety glasses. I did, and like those things explode and shrapnel goes everywhere. If I didn't have safety glasses on, I'd probably make a trip to the ER probably. I don't know. And don't buy the cheap ones, because the cheap ones, they explode even easier. And then also you could just take your time and they don't really blow up as much, but I don't know. We're always in a hurry. So you just kind of mash down on her till she can't take no more. All right, check it out. We are going on to the next step of this deal by putting on our 4-piece stainless grill surround from 12 gauge. And you can see we got the bumper on now. We still got to put bumper support brackets and stuff in there, but she's in line where we can kind of put everything up here and make sure we're doing all the stuff square. We're going to start out with the sides first. So Shock's kind of peeling the protective film back on our edges here. And we're going to go ahead and get these bolted on. What we're going to do with these, and this is how we typically do them, you can put it together and you can completely bolt this in using the supplied carriage bolts and washers and nuts and all that stuff, and totally fine. But what we do is we actually put this whole thing in loosely. We don't crank down and tighten these bolts up yet. We get all the pieces in kind of where they go, and then you can sort of massage and work around and get everything nice and tight, and then where you want it, and then tighten the screws up. Then after we do all of that, we're going to pull the screws out one at a time, the little carriage bolts out one at a time, and we'll put a huck and a collar in there like the factory would have done it after it's all together in the way we want it. This just ensures when everything's said and done that the grill surround stays exactly where you want it, all lined up perfect and stuff. Is that right? Yeah.
That sounded good to me.
Pretty sweet. Listen, I'm pretty good at just coming up with some things. You know, just winging it. But I mean, they're really, realistically, they're very. It looks like a lot, but it's a pretty easy deal to do if you take your time and pay attention to what you're doing. All right, so the surround is all in, everything's kind of loose. We're gonna snug these up a little bit and then set the grill in here and then start the whole tightening everything down real good. And then she'll be ready for hucks. But you can kind of see she follows all the way around. Once we start getting tight, this corner will start to work its way in and we'll put the bolts in that corner. But everything else is fitting perfect. Every one of these hoods are a little bit different. You can sort of put one of these grill surrounds in, and especially depending on miles, is all of it. You know, they're hand-built hoods, so they're never 100% the same. And if you run into an issue where you've got these right here, once we start getting this stuff tight, hopefully the holes will pull over a little bit. We may have to drill the hood just a tad to get the huck in there, but it'll hold just fine once we get it all kind of lined out. But this fit perfect. I mean, we got every single thing in here except for the two in this one corner. So here's what we got going on. You can see, bang. So the gold collars you see are the hucks, and the silver still are carriage bolts. So I'm just kind of going around, me and Shock now, and taking a few of them out at a time and doing hucks around there, but still leaving some of the carriage bolts. We're gonna come over on this side and do a few of those. Once we got a few of them kind of here, like evenly around, we'll pull the rest of the bolts out, the nuts, and then we'll go and huck the whole thing together. But I like doing it this way because you kind of get some of them evenly spaced around here. We don't have to worry about this thing moving or shifting or anything after we start sitting in there really going to town with the putting hucks in it. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, waiting on you.
Waiting on me?
Yeah.
Oh, because we got to put grill bars in?
Yep.
Because everything else is done now? Just holding up progress?
Yep.
Okay.
Holding up progress. Standing in the way.
Just standing in the way. Okay, so we got all our grill bars. We're getting ready to put those in, and he's finishing the bumper brackets, and we're done. All right, so here it is outside and ready to go. So Jonathan's ready to hit the road. He's gonna load his trailer and his truck back on it and head back to South Carolina. But man, if you look at this truck, the front end on it from what it looked like when it came in here to now is pretty dang awesome. I mean, it looks good. So just recapping, we did a 12 gauge, 20 inch rolled in Texas square bumper, blind mounted, and the stainless grill surround, 9 grill bars. Really gives it a, kind of completes the look of it with the old school kind of deal he's got going on. You know, from the exhaust guards and the visor and all that, it's all very classic Peterbilt style for sure. And that front end 100% goes with it now. We are, after talking and working on this, we're gonna get him a set of breather chops to go on this and get rid of these and put some rectangles in it like this so they match, and it'll bring this this breather down just a little bit so it looks nice and even all the way across. And everything will be matching. Then you'll have your rectangles in the grill, on the muffler guards, and or I guess they're really heat shields. There's no mufflers on this truck. But kind of give you the specs on this. This is a 300-inch wheelbase, 2022 Peterbilt 389. It's got a Cummins 18-speed, 336 rears, car hauler front axle, modified front airbags to let it sit lower, 72-inch flat top. I think this color's Viper Red, to be honest. Frame's been painted to match. Then back here in the back, it's got a stainless eye panel with the 4 watermelon lights in the back of it. I like how they painted the hubs on this. And little baby moons on the end. And then we've got Hogue-built fenders, 20-inch rear center panel, watermelon lights in the back of that. Three-inch stainless panels on the cabin sleeper. Another thing I really like about what they've done with this truck too is the turn signals on the fenders look really good too. Got bust glass up front. I mean, overall, it's a super sharp truck. And now that we got the front end done and we'll get them those breather chops, it'll really tie everything together. Really sharp, little hot rod truck there. Kind of talking to Johnathan a little bit about his business. It's pretty neat the way what they do. Runs a lot of hoppers, and I don't remember exactly how many trucks he said he had, but I think it was around 15 or something maybe. But pretty cool little business, and he's got a lot of, like, all the trucks that they're running. He was showing me photos of the different trucks. They're really nice trucks. They run a pretty cool fleet. But yeah, that front end freaking turned out awesome. The whole truck's awesome, and I suspect we'll probably see more of this truck in the future doing some other things with it, but for now it's ready to go back to work. All right guys, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Pretty awesome truck. Jonathan's a super cool dude, and really enjoyed working on a truck, hanging out with him, and us getting this thing knocked out. It's a sharp ride. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about that front end and bumper that we put on this truck? Do you like it? Is it going the right direction? I think it is. Talking to him, he's got some more things he's going to be doing to it in the future and making it even better. But you might see it at a truck show near you. He likes to go to those quite a bit, and it's definitely a truck. If you see it at a show, it's worth walking around. This thing's I don't know, it's a sharp truck. The company's a class act, and I don't know, like I said, maybe we'll see it on the channel, some more videos in the future. We're talking about doing some other things to it, so stay tuned. Make sure you guys do all the things, like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media at SemiCasual Show, and go over to the website, semicasualshow.com. We got shirts and hats and truck parts. And if you want a grill like this or a bumper or any of those things, you can just give us a call at the Chrome Shop. We will hook you up. I've got all this stuff in stock almost all the time. So if you're wanting to fix your truck up and you're interested in something like this, give us a call or check us out on the website. Otherwise, hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.